football, that's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the inner harbor of Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down and he gives himself up there at the end.
As a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Jackson on first down. He'll get that to the rookie from Minnesota, Rashad Bateman. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This defense for the Chiefs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the gun, it's Jackson. Being chased out left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you...
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins breaks through the contact, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to...
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, looking for Andrews downfield. It's complete. Touchdown! Mark Andrews, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Throwing now is Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Mahomes firing complete. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 18.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And the Chiefs are going to be looking at a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at the 3-yard line.
And Kansas City drafted Mecole Hardman, hoping he could be something of a Tyreek Hill clone. They're still trying to find his exact niche. He did have 41 catches last year, and he makes a nice one there.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. A tight one, 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd and 11. Jackson now. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that's caught inside the 30. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be looking for the tying score here, down 15-8 as they have it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And these two continue to work so well together. Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. Maybe the best quarterback and tight end in the game today. 105 catches for Kelce last year. 2nd among NFL tight ends.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you? We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed, getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. Still fighting for more. Touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. They'll try and throw for it. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling, because
gets through and now an opening. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for Baltimore. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Now Jackson on 1st down. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Ravens receivers have ranked last in receptions and receiving yards each of the last 2 years. Thus, the pick of Rashad Bateman at the University of Minnesota. He was their 1st-round pick, number 27 overall, and they expect to see more catches and more 1st downs from that young man.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this will not be returned, so the 2nd half begins with a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the 1st half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Mahomes' throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. They had 2 straight 1st downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Ravens 39.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Jones breaking from the contact, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 61 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 31. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker with the extra point. And this is back to an 8-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now we're in Baltimore, third-quarter action, 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. They go play fake. Mahomes. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The return is Crochet. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 11 now. Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now it's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Checks this down to Edwards out of the backfield. Oh, he sheds himself free. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful. And that strength was on display there. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Throwing is Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Caught on the slant. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Jackson's going to try the sneak, and I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to try and run for it. But he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Caught. Kelsey, left side. Touchdown! Travis Kelsey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Chiefs 37, Ravens 28.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, he had a chance to scan it twice. The coverage downfield, equally good.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
He's coming. Check. Mike 13.
Now it's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 36.
They go play action with Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
And a good catch there.
They ain't gonna get it. You gotta score, man. I get the ball down the field.
Lamar Jackson, they may be the best quarterback tight end combo this side of Mahomes and Kelsey.
Here's Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing, Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use.
Hey, I respect you, though. Don't too many niggas sit in the pocket with Lamar, but I respect you for that. I respect you for that.
That worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski.
I ain't gonna lie.
But boy, he's playing really well.
I ain't gonna lie. You 1 in a million. Ain't too many niggas gonna do what you did. You sit in the pocket. You mean when the pocket break down, when shit ain't open, you gotta run with him. I respect. You might have ran with Lamar about 4 or 5 times. I respect that. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, that's that's what niggas do, and that's what I respect you for that. I ain't gonna lie. I got mad respect for you for that.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the field. Good game there on
you got some decent. You got some decent offense. I ain't. It's decent. It's decent.
Leverage up front, good blocking,
You got some.
nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock.
You got some decent offense.
They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
You got some decent offense.
And able to get it here at the 16-yard line. 76 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. The first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard.
Time on. Try to score.
Second and 9. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle in the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November. Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and he did force the incomplete pass.